Good Thursday morning. I'm coming to you from my laptop computer because I've decided I'm going to offer you a little something special today. We had this discussion. I got together with my girlfriends last night, and we were talking about, how when you want to lose weight, probably the first thing you do is like you hop on the scale or you'll measure your waistline and you'll track that kind of stuff. But what most of us don't do is we don't actually track what we're putting in. We're not tracking our food. We're not paying attention to our elimination. That means our poop. We're not really paying attention to what the food we're putting in and how we're feeling. We're not looking at the connection there. So one of the things I'm offering you, there's a little link you can click down below. It's my ebook bundle. Like if you want a digital copy of my book, you can get it there. You can also get a cookbook in there. You can get a bunch of stuff. But one of the things that's the most important tool in that bundle is the daily journal. The point of the daily journal, and the way mine is different, is that if you really want to be successful at losing weight, you have to be intentional about it. That means deciding ahead of time what you're going to eat the next day. Like I have it separated here into breakfast, lunch, dinner, and I say snacks are optional because snacks can be a real slippery slope. Normally when someone thinks of something as a snack, it's like, I'm really hungry, I'm just going to grab something now. And that's not usually a piece of meat and a healthy fat and a vegetable. Normally that'll be, a handful of, like almonds, not so bad, but oftentimes it's going to be, I'm just going to stop through a drive-through and grab a muffin, or I'm going to grab a cookie, or I'm going to grab a donut, or whatever that is. Unless you plan ahead, it's not so bad. Hey, Emily. Hi, Rennie. Nice to see you. So the whole idea behind this is that I'll actually use this before I go to bed at night. I'll look and see, okay, what am I going to have for breakfast tomorrow? What's my protein going to be? What's my fat going to be? What's going to be my complex carbohydrate, whether it's a fruit or a vegetable. Normally for me, it's vegetables. If I'm going to have a smoothie, for instance, I'll throw spinach in there. I'll throw maybe cucumber in there or something, whatever. Anyway, I'll plan out my lunch. What exactly am I going to eat? What am I going to have for dinner? Okay, well, what's in the fridge? Normally, if I'm going to bed at night, I know what's in my fridge. And then the next day, I'll say, okay, well, what did I eat? Okay, what did I eat? Did I eat what I planned that day? And then there's a comment section, and I'll write down, like, why didn't I eat what I planned? Because the whole idea of planning in advance, it takes away that decision making. So you're not like rushing around last minute to figure out what you're going to eat because you already know. And if you decide you're going to eat something tomorrow, well, you better make sure it's in your fridge when you get home. Or ideally, you're actually planning out this stuff before you even go to bed so that, say, for breakfast tomorrow, maybe you can prepare some stuff ahead of time so you're not rushing around in the morning. Because, we do have hectic mornings. So if you can prepare stuff in advance right after dinner, or even put some stuff aside for your lunch to take to work the next day, that's great. Because then that way you're not scrambling, running out to a restaurant or whatever, or just grabbing something out of a vending machine, depending on where you work. So that's the whole idea of being intentional about it. And actually, you can even track your moods on here. Like say you ate, say you grabbed a donut snack time. Well, then there's a space. Like, why did I do that? So you kind of really see. Well, maybe you were angry. Maybe you were bored. Maybe you were lonely. I know one of my clients, when she has a fight with her daughter, like it takes all of her willpower not to run to the fridge. And that's oftentimes what she'll do is like she'll grab a glass of wine or she'll grab something because she's angry. And so she's made that connection. It's like, oh, yeah, every time I'm stressed up because of my daughter, I'll go and eat that. So like I know now to be wary about that. And you can actually set intention so that you can say, okay, well, this is what happens usually when I get angry, I'll do this. Well, maybe then you can make a list of what can I do instead? So that when that comes up, you're not running to the fridge, you're not running to the pantry, you're not running down to the local, to the grocery store to grab something that you shouldn't be eating. The thing is too, on here you can track your water intake. Most of us aren't hydrated enough. And what happens is oftentimes you think you're hungry, but you're actually thirsty. So if you're getting enough, fresh, clean water all day long, chances are you won't crave as much and you won't eat as much either. Bowel movements. Super important. If you're constipated, if you've got diarrhea, all that kind of stuff, track it, because oftentimes you can trace it back to what you've been eating. You can track it back to some of the reasons that you're eating. Are you stressed? That's super important information to have. Your moods. like I said, if you're stressed out, if you've got all these emotions coming up, there's a good reason why you're eating the stuff on here and why you're maybe not sticking to what you've already planned out the day before. So you can learn a lot about yourself. And the thing is too, is that when you're actually writing out what you're eating, chances are there's some of the things that you normally would write. Like if you're honest and you're thorough with this, chances are that if you want to reach for a donut and you got to write it down, you'll think like 10 times before you do it. And especially if you want to know the secret to this, share it with someone else. Find an accountability buddy who will hold you to this, and be super honest with them, because it's one thing to write this out for yourself, but it's quite another thing to be open and honest and thorough and have someone else look at it every day, because it's kind of embarrassing when you tell someone you're trying to lose weight and then you show them what you've been eating. It's like, well, no wonder you're not doing so well, right? And I have a space here for gratitudes too, because no matter what's going on in your day, no matter how crappy it could possibly be, you can always find at least 3 things to be grateful for. And happier people do much better with their eating plan and get much better results. So hit that link, go grab your copy, and start tracking today. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.